Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to today's webcast. My name is Quasi, the Operations Director, and we have Ria on the pad ready for SCOMv6 Launch 8 Inclination 30. Now, as you know, last flight, Ria was killed by the frost on the vehicle. This is a KSP glitch, so nothing is going to be affected by the program. We are simply just launching again with a different payload this time, SCOM instead, less valuable, but still interesting payload. Now, Iaptus is almost fully fueled. Secondly, Ria will start fueling in about 3 minutes. Sorry, not 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Today there's only 4 SCOM satellites. The reason behind this is these are scaled up ones, so that they're more powerful and they have their own thrusters, so they'll all move into slightly different orbits so that they can work individually. They're sort of like the hubs for SCOM today. And I believe booster is fully fueled. Moving onto the ship momentarily, you'll see the frost start to pick up. I see a tiny bit, but you guys might not be able to. Now once the vehicle is fully fueled, of course, we get the launch director approval for launch, and there's that fuel really coming into Ria now.
Final weather balloon is released.
Good news, that final weather balloon has been released. It's about 2 miles away, so pretty accurate indication of the weather at the pad and overall the sky, atmosphere, blah blah blah, all of that junk that the rocket needs to know, and that data is fed to the rocket prior to launch.
Chopsticks commanded to open.
Two minutes on the clock. The vehicle is almost fully fueled, and we're attempting a catch of both stages today. So the booster will land about 5 minutes after launch, and the ship will land about 69 minutes after launch. Funnily enough.
Iaptus final fuel top off.
The question in chat: do you have a launch criteria panel? Yes, LD has a checklist, and he'll also be getting a lot more data soon. There's a lot of stuff that has to be met in order for the rocket to go. A lot of it is automatic from the rocket itself, but a lot
Final
of it is
Iaptus
still
engine chill.
a lot of it is still LD approval.
Ria final fuel top off.
And you can see that final bit of frost filling up on Ria. Looking good today. The chopsticks are open, and we'll be turning those.
Duty unlocked for retraction.
We'll be turning those later on to align with the booster coming back in.
Ria initial engine chill.
This is LD, final no go or go. Range is go, Ria control. Ria control.
Ria is go.
Booster control.
Boosters go.
Recovery.
Recoveries go.
Payload master.
Masters.
Payload master is go. All stages are go. Go for Ria is go for launch.
And there we go for launch. Let's see what happens today. Hopefully the frost doesn't kill us, and enjoy the ride.
Real flight computers and startup.
The assigned hold zone has been bypassed. Engines and tanks are at correct temperature. Minus 50 seconds. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff.
A bit of a delayed liftoff there, but Rhea is off the pad, ladies and gents. It is on its way to space.
IAPTIS thrust is nominal.
Bit of a PowerPoint presentation here, unfortunately, but
Tower
that will get better.
Rhea cleared from the tower. Trajectory is nominal.
Rhea final engine chill.
Now Rhea's engines are chilling during that ascent phase so that they can be ignited on the hot stage maneuver. So far we got higher than last time. Let's keep this luck going now.
Max Q. IAPTIS avionics power and telemetry nominal.
Good news. As heard by the mission control, we have good telemetry and good trajectories. "10 kilometers in altitude now. We're about the level of aircraft cruises. And do apologise, physics range extender has decided to turn on. That is the reason for the cameras bugging out, so I'll turn that off shortly. There we go. Approaching now is hot staging. This time we're going to go 33 engines on the boost back, down to 13.
Stages maneuver has been completed.
So it's like the real one on those engines.
Miko. Reignition.
You can see it drifting away.
Underway.
In absolute awe of that.
We have fuel feed nominal. Boost background shut down.
And a successful boost back burn. You can see the horizon and the curvature of our beautiful Earth. As you can see, all engines working nicely.
Iaptus is go for catch. Rear avionics on telemetry normal.
Approaching that second engine cutoff, or otherwise known as ship shutdown.
Haptics in catch position.
Booster entering atmospheric guiding phase.
Rear chamber pressure phenomenon.
And there we go.
Rear engine cutoff.
And that is a good engine burn by Rhea. So let's have a look and see on the landing.
Aptus FTS is saved. Griffins have been deployed.
Gridfin's now deployed, which is very good news. Well, and well, when we say deployed on this occasion, it means that they are deployed to their full limits. Now we have those initial limits because the Gridfins are always out, but we have those extra limits implemented into that software. Coming down now 5 kilometers, we'll see a view of the rocket landing from the pad, and hopefully we get a catch, 1 out of 2, and maybe we get 2 out of 2 today. Coming down now 2 kilometers, that engine merchant starts. There we go.
Landing by shuttle.
Coming down nicely on 13 engines, switching down to 5 momentarily.
Booster entering terminal chopsticks guidance.
5 engines coming in nicely.
Chopsticks have been commanded to close.
It's looking pretty spot on. And kind of slow here, but that's good. Well, we've caught it either way. And touchdown of Iapetus Booster 6 on its first flight. Wait for those engines to cut off. There we go. And touchdown, perfect. Now that is the booster landing. Ladies and gents, we have about 22 minutes until the next burn, so we're going to play some spacey tunes, and we'll see you very, very soon. And ladies and gents, welcome back. My name is Quasi, and I am now joined by our other commentator, Striker.
Greetings and good morning to all my people in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, it's a good day for Rhea. So far, we're in orbit. We're about to complete our second out of a few burns today, and we'll be able to see it on the engine cam here. We're 120 kilometers. That burn will start at around about 123 kilometers, and that will circularize. We'll deploy the payloads, then we'll deorbit in a few moments.
Final payload system power up confirmed.
Good confirmation there that the payloads are powered up and ready for deployment.
Now, coming up in a short moment, that burn. This burn, I believe, will include all engines, or it's just an inner free. I'm not 100% sure. I believe it's all engines.
Payload is showing good health.
And again, good call out there from one of our mission controllers that verifying that the payloads are in good condition ahead of deployment. Not tracking any issues so far.
And as a reminder, this burn is only going to last a couple seconds, maybe 1 or 2 seconds, because there's really no need for a long burn because the orbit's quite low. And potentially we would release a RIA script. We're not 100% sure if we will, but I'm confident that when the C++ stuff is done, we might. Sitting on the edge of our seats here for that burn. Any moment now. As you can tell, it's a bit of a distance away than we thought.
Can we apologize for the we're still standing by for the reignition of the engines on Rhea. Oh, and there we go.
There we go. Finally, it is complete, and that is good for us to see. We're now going to focus and watch as that payload bay door opens, and those payload, the SCOMs come out.
Hopefully we get any visual confirmation, but we definitely will get telemetry confirmation from it. We see the doors opening now. Standing by now for those satellites to deploy. There we go. Beautiful view as we're seeing the satellites being deployed from RIA.
And we're about to flip them and get those payloads gone.
We're seeing the rotation to about 90 degrees, I believe.
I've just
Oh,
seen
it's
payload
gonna just
deploy, but we unfortunately won't see them because they are deploying up. So that whole shield is covering them, and it's pitch black. So we do have payload deploy. So perfect. All 4 SCOM satellites are in orbit, ladies and gents. That is good news.
Very good news here.
So the mission is complete as far as we go, but we are still attempting a secondary objective, which of course is that ship catch. Can you tell us a bit about that ship catch then for me, Striker, just so that we can understand for any of those people who aren't familiar what that is?
So apparently, we're now, instead of landing RIA on the landing pads like we used to do back then, we are now going to attempt to catch it just like Iapetus. But of course, this comes with even more incredible data if we're even able to catch RIA on this.
Yeah,
And getting stuff back
oh.
from orbit is a lot more complex than just catching something that's going hypersonic speed. This is going Mach 20.
Yeah, so we essentially have to bleed all that speed using the atmosphere, and then we have to land. So because we're now in Earth orbit, we do need to do that deorbit burn, and that will happen probably pretty soon once we get into the light side of the planet.
Now having the service structure that deployed the payload now going back inside the cargo hold. And then after that, we will then close the doors.
Yeah, and we also pressurize that nose cone so that we don't have any structural issues. That whole cargo bay is pressurized. We unpressurize it as we get into orbit, and then we repressurize it once the payloads are deployed. So say goodbye to the structure in that payload bay. And that is going to wrap up this portion of the stream. We are going to now go into another short coast phase, and we'll be back with you once we are about to start our deorbit burn. So we'll see you very soon. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the webcast. My name's Quasi, and again, joined by Striker here.
Hello. Since I joined, now it is raining like fuck outside.
And apologies for the profanity on that one.
Oops.
Never mind. But we're just moments away now from our deorbit burn. That's going to last about a minute, and that's going to make our trajectory aim for that landing pad. You may have seen it on the map, but we're going to refine that, make sure it's on target for today's landing attempt. Now, contrary to the way the real rocket does it, we actually come in on entry sideways. Now, this is because of a mod limitation. There's no control if we're vertical, so we come in sideways. And it also actually provides us with a bit of extra aerodynamic steering that we can utilize through that entry. But here we go. We're a couple moments away. We aren't exactly sure of the 100% time, but we know it's very, very soon. And that entry burn, deorbit burn, sorry, will start. Oh, well, there it is.
Yeah, the orbit burn startup.
Seeing those sea level engines gimbal there.
And the reason this burn is so long is because of the fact that we're only using sea level engines right now.
Yeah, the orbit burn shut down.
Very good
Good shot.
confirmation there that the deorbit burn has cut off. And now the RIA is now orienting itself for re-entry.
So we point up initially to get some of that fuel out, then we will point sideways for that entry burn. So as expected, it will be about 1 hour 9 minutes when we land, but we'll keep an eye on that.
There we go. We've had the fuel dump valves close. And soon we should be in the correct orientation. RIA will assume the correct attitude for entry, and there it goes.
Rhea is reorienting for atmospheric reentry.
Great good confirmation there from Mission Control. That the reorientation has begun. And again, because of mod limitations, this orientation is actually better for Rhea, as it gives us a lot more control.
As you can see, our speed is 2,500 meters a second. It's going to go to about 3,000 meters a second as we approach for entry. So it's going to be quite hot throughout that phase. So we're now in the atmosphere. So let's watch and see what happens. Bit of a game lag here. Apologies for that.
External temperature starting to rise.
We're now getting into the thicker parts of the Earth's atmosphere, where the compression of the air is beginning to heat up the vehicle. You might begin to see that heating now, actually. It is getting a little bit toasty here, folks.
And there's that
And there we go.
plasma.
We see the plasma.
Quite
It's
a
getting
lot
a
of
little
it.
bit toasty here, ladies and gentlemen.
And you can see that's a slight visual bug with the plasma. Obviously, there's not that much, but absolutely incredible.
And it's still way more incredible that we're able to get this. Oh,
That was a CPU, do not worry.
Max entry dynamic pressure.
You know more?
In fact, the data CPU that was.
Again, that's just the telemetry CPU that gives us like the speed and altitude. Again, the vehicle's telemetry CPU is completely separate from the onboard computing for this. I believe
are
we're
through the
beginning to
plasma.
slow down now. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
And we're approaching fast onto that belly flop mode. You'll see a slight change in aerodynamics.
Flaps are doing their job here, it seems.
Sonic booms. Perfect news.
Beautiful.
We are coming back down. Okay, so good news. We are within the limits that we need. We're 8 kilometers from the pad in terms of horizontal distance. Currently a bit north of pad 39A, but that's perfect. That's good.
There we go. We're beginning the belly flops.
And yes, the flaps are slightly, well, bugged. Well, not bugged, but they're being used quite heavily during this entry. So we're going to allow you guys to see a different view. And just look at that view there. That is awesome. Seeing the top of the rocket.
And seeing that beautiful sun shining upon Rhea.
And just an hour and 7 minutes ago, it was here. It launched exactly from where we're going to land it. any of you who missed chat, we did move the booster back really rapidly, so we won't see the booster here on landing.
And this basically ensures that we guarantee that if Iapetus would get toasted, it we hopefully did not want to actually see that. Seeing now from our telemetry that we are still getting, we are now about 7 kilometers away from landing.
Yeah, and we start that
Yeah,
final...
recovery teams have secured a dynamic lock on the vehicle.
We start that final sort of guidance in the last couple of kilometers here. So currently 2 kilometers away pad distance. That's perfect. You can see the pads 39A and B there, and the Kennedy Space Center, as well as the shuttle landing facility. Now 5.7 kilometers in altitude. The vehicle continuously working to try and get its heading on target and aligning with the launch tower. It's currently 20% aligned with it, and of course it's wanting to be 100, so it's going to try its best here. There you can see pad 40 down below, where we've upgraded it to work with Phoebe. And we're going to hold our breaths now and see if we can catch Rhea for the first time ever here on this magnificent 4th of August.
Four kilometers. Approaching terminal velocity.
Two and a half kilometers now. The vehicle is looking good. You can see it above on this camera here.
Beautiful shot as Rhea's coming down. 1 kilometer.
Landing burn has begun.
Landing burn startup.
There we go. Landing burn. There's the flip.
No, it's landed behind.
Oh, he could be a little bit short here, folks.
It's not looking good.
Switching to 2 engines.
I mean, it's trying, but I don't think it's going to make it, ladies and gents.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's going to kiss the tower.
Really?
It's
Oh,
going to
boy.
kiss the tower. Yep, boom, into the side of the tower. That
Rhea
is
has hit the
a
tower.
really annoying event. And that's kind of really upset. I mean, it's hovering in place. That's one thing we can take from this. You can see how desperate it is to try and get on that tower, but to no avail, ladies and gents. It has now run out of fuel, and goodbye, Rhea.
Godspeed, Rhea. You served us well. You tried your best.
The main thing is we got into orbit with the payload, and that's all we could really ask for. And look, we have a working nose cone. Maybe not.
And that's...
Oh yeah, it has
Wait.
tipped over. Yeah. Unfortunately, we thought we'd be able to keep it on its... Oh, it might.
Wait, hold on, hold on.
No. And
Wait,
we've got
wait.
magic frost. What a magical
Rhea
day.
nose cone has landed. Moving with recovery operations.
We have floating frost and a floating nose cone that's just morphed into the ground. What an incredible,
LD beef.
incredible
Rear
look.
control, we have unsuccessfully landed the ship. We are awaiting toxic gases to be expelled before approaching the debris.
And some comically placed engines that fell off of Rhea. So for any other space company looking to copy our design, there you go. There it is.
And with this comically hilarious ending, we're gonna close the broadcast here for today's launch. Hopefully, next time we do launch, it'll be quite soon. But without further ado, I'm Striker and Ozzy here, joining me at the booth here. And Quasi, you can close it out if you want.
Yeah, sure. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it, and see you in the next one.